This app is called the SPPB Guide. It is guidance and recording of the short physical performance battery. Once you've agreed to the terms and conditions, this app will show the home page. Here you can go straight to the test or the gait speed only version of the test. Prior to administering the test, you might select menu in the right hand corner. On this menu, you can select the home, settings, a tutorial for the test, or pre-test preparation. Selecting pre-test preparation, it will show us the balance test setup, the gait speed test setup, gait speed measurement, the chair stand test equipment and preparation, and once completed with the setup, it will take us back to the home screen. Selecting Go to SPPB Test, it will ask us if we want this to be guided or not. For the sake of this demonstration, I will say yes. We will choose an assessment type as clinical, input a patient's name, a physician's name, we can choose our location, and an administrator. Will then give us the instructions to begin the test. These are the instructions we read the patient. Then reading each to the patient. We'll go to the test. Give the instructions to the patient. We'll press start on the timer. And then stop on the timer. And save. We will select a reason for not completing the test if the patient fell before the time was up. Then it will proceed to the gait speed tests. After reading the instructions to the patient, we'll press on Go to Test. Selecting the course, we will select Standard 4-meter standing start, standard for the SPPB. We'll press the Start button on the stopwatch, walking behind into the side of the patient, then press on the clock when the participant's feet are completely across the line. Giving the instructions, then hitting start. Once the patient has crossed the line, press stop and save. We'll do it again. When the patient begins and crosses the line, press start and stop. When the patient's completed, save. We'll ask if we want to administer a third trial, which is not standard of the SPPB. Here I will not, but it is an option if you would prefer to do so. Next, we will give the prompt or instructions to the patient. Once we've read these instructions, we determine whether the patient is able to stand using arms, or unable to stand. In this case, the patient is able to stand. Next, the repeated chair stand. After giving the instructions to the patient, we will select Go to Test. Once they are seated properly, we'll give them the instructions to stand. We will start the button, or push the start button as soon as they stand. And then stop. Push the save button. Am I sure? Yes, I would like to stop this test. A number of chair stands completed. We'll give them their 5. Once completed, the app will give you a summary of the test results, along with the information from the patient's chart. This is now a summary that can be printed, emailed, or we can return to a test. At the top on the right, we can select Detailed, and it will give more detailed outcomes for this patient test. Once complete, we're finished with this patient. We can go to a new test. This is alerting me that I have not emailed or printed the results, because I will lose them if I do not. However, in this case, I will select yes. Okay, and it will take me back to the home screen. If you prefer to perform the SPPB without the guidance from the app, you can go into Settings and toggle to Unguided. Return to Home, and very similarly perform the test. In this case, we'll go to Gait Speed Test Only, bottom red button. We'll input the information. Select Next. There are the instructions here, just what is to be read to the patient. Going to the course, again, we'll select 4 meters as standard. Pressing Start. Once the patient has crossed the line, press Stop. Save. We'll do it again. Once they begin walking, press Start. As soon as they've crossed the line, press Stop. Save. In this case, I do not want to administer a third trial, and that will give me the summary and possible detailed summary involved with this patient test. I can print an email from here or go to a new test. And this has been the SPPB Guide app for physical therapy.